The teacher nagira ngo mwigire imbere musuhuze uru rubyiruko mbaye nakanya mubibwire wenda abo bumve.
Muraho amakuru nitwa Inkamere Louise nkaba ndi head teacher wa GS KARWASA nkaba ndi mushya kuri GS KARWASA nashaka kugira ngo nze kureba GS GAKORO ubwo se ko mwanyakiriye neza subwo hari abantu ndi kubana batatwishimiye nabo amashyi yanyu ndabayakiriye murakoze.
Bravo. How are you? Are you okay? Are you ready to win? No, you are the loser. I'm called Kuladusenge Anastase. Hanigisha muri nasari.
Mwiriwe. Nitwa Dushimimana Divine nkaba nigisha Icyongereza.
N'abagenzi banyu babibwire.
Thanks. My name is Imina Kamanzi from GS KARWASA. I run in Senior 3B.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Shama Jimmy. I study in Senior 3B. Thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Honorine Nehimbazwe. I study in Senior 3.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Asengumana Moise. I'm coming from GS KARWASA Senior 3B.
Do you want anything else? We come for winning. So I think we are going to compete. I hope you are going to win as GS KARWASA. Ubwo turareba abari butsinde sibyo? Murakoze.
Timekeeper, you ready? All right. The motion we are going to debate is this: Africa is still colonized by Europeans. GS KARWASA, they are saying that they are agree with this motion. So this is the time for speaker 1 from GS KARWASA to start. So you have 5 minutes. Thank you.
So thank you everyone who are here. My name is Asengumana Moise. As you see, I'm coming from GS KARWASA. Together with my member, we are proposing the motion says that African countries are still colonized by European country. True is true, never change. I agree with that point. My first point says that many African countries are still depend on European nation in buy aid and loans. Let us start on loans. They force African people to follow their economic conditions set by render. Let us see on trade. On trade, some African countries export raw material to the European and European import finished goods. Let us take example of exported goods. Like Africa export cocoa, then European country import coconut. My second point says that African countries are still use European language like English, Portuguese and French, and use in the school every day. Like now we are speaking it. Okay. The language we say is for our colonial masters. In our study, studying English is colonization, because there is no European people who can encourage to study Kinyarwanda, but some African people encourage to study it because they have benefit to be in studying English. Okay. My third point some ikindi ni from today we are still colonized by European country because European government sometimes use sanction or diplomatic pressure. They put pressure on some African country. Thank you. That's my point.
He has clarified the point that Africa is still colonized by Europeans.
Thank you, Chairperson, Secretary, Chief Judge, Proposer side and Opposer side. I'm here by the names of Sangala Blav. I'm with my group members, Nadia and Clements. I'm here to oppose the motion saying that Africa is still colonized by Africa, but that is not true for the following opinions we searched. Africans choose their leaders themselves. For example, in Rwanda, African has its national symbols and national flag, as you can see there. All African states are independent, like in Rwanda, Burundi, there Tanzania, and there Uganda. Unfair taxation are stopped. Our language is official. Like in Rwanda, our language is official is Kinyarwanda, and there Uganda is they speak their language. African has music industries like Kenya trap in Rwanda, DRC like Kilumba in DRC, and remember that Nelson Mandela stated that his quotes were saying that all Africans have life for freedom, liberty, and self-dignity. African has its own bank. It is called BAD, okay? And it is controlled by a Rwandan called Kaberuka. It is a Rwandan. It is no longer for the Europeans. And we can't go to take the loans from Europeans because you have our bank. You can stay in military, like they are in Mozambique. We have our militaries like RDF, and they are in Central Africa. We have our soldiers there, and no need to go in Europeans to ask for the soldiers. African Union. African create its own budget. No Europeans come to say that you will do this and do this. Improvement in education. For example, we are studying the history of Rwanda for those kings, Rudahigwa, Musinga, and Yuhi. Thank you, Chairperson, Chief Judge, Secretary, plus the audience. That was my opinions.
Thank you, because we don't have time to ask more questions on what they have said. Let's go on speaker 3.
The topic of today again reads that African countries are still colonized by Europe. Yes, African countries are still colonized as follows. True is true never changes. African is still colonized. Many Africans still depends on European aids, trade in aids. African depends on European aids such as in medicine, while searching for treatment. African doesn't use their traditional methods that they used before. Another point is that many African countries still uses European languages, even if they are in education system. In the education system of every day they use European system of education. Like they teach us in Portuguese, French, and English. That was European language that was brought by those Europeans. Many skilled Africans migrate to Europe, benefiting European economic more than Africans ones. This you see. Those was my views from proposer side. Thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.
Ho, you clap for this man. Thank you, team proposers, for your time. Now, I want to give 1 minute for team opposers to ask any question from what he has said.
Thank you, Chairperson. My name is Irakoze Clemence. I want to ask Honorable Speaker, one of proposers, you speak that African culture are distracted. I want to ask you, Itorero in Rwanda is not culture?
Thank you for your good question. You ask me a good question, but you have to be answered well. Do you know what is the meaning of neo-colonization?
Yeah.
What is neo-colonization?
Neo-colonization is colonization worked in indirect way.
No, you answered badly. Neo-colonization is a new form of colonization that was bought now by colonialists. Today we are in neo-colonization period. This is why I said that European countries uses sanctuation. Do you know what is sanctuation?
No.
Yes, you have to be explained. So sit and I explain for you.
I asked you for culture and you told me for new colonization.
Yes, I'm still explaining for you. Culture. Culture, I'm saying. You know a traditional culture that we have. Do you know anyone who is treating using the other one we call us Imharavumba?
Culture?
Yes.
Culture is not a medicine.
This is the time for team opposers to come and tell us about what they are not agree with this motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson, Judge, Timekeeper, Proposer side, opposer side, press audience. I'm here by the name of Kamikaze Nadia. Today our motion is Africa is still colonized by European. You know, decolonization is a way in which colonized countries withdraw from colonization in political, social, economic, and social. So Africa is no longer colonized by Europeans. In politics, Africans choose leaders themselves without influence of Europeans. Every Africa have their national symbols. Now Africa is a member of UN. In economic, European exploitative policies are stopped. Forced labor are stopped. Africa have got back their lands. In social music industries like Kenya trap in Rwanda and the rumba in Congo and Zulu in South Africa, that shows that Africa is no longer colonized by Europeans. In colonization, Europeans have come and said and choose leader for Africans without African influence. But like now, we choose leaders we want, like example in Rwanda. We choose through democracy. So that democracy shows that Africa is no longer colonized by Europeans. Every African have their national symbols. Like example in Rwanda or they are in Uganda. They have their national symbols. Like when they are during colonization here we have flag of Belgium, because they colonized Rwanda, but right now we have flag of Rwanda line here. So that means Africa is no longer colonized by Europeans. Now Africa is the member of UN. UN is the United Nations. UN was composed by Europeans only, but like now also Africans is a member of UN. That shows that we don't still colonized by them. By economic, European exploitative policies are stopped. For example, they have come and they take low materials and they export them for nothing. But right now we have right to provide, we have right to protect our natural, our low materials.
To ask you a question about election. You have said that election in some African country elect their leader themselves. You think that there is no invigilators come from European?
But that is cooperation, that is agreement. That they don't force us. That's for an agreement.
You know meaning of invigilators?
Yeah.
Who is invigilators?
Hey, I'm telling you that is an agreement.
No, answer me.
But
Who
I'm
is
answering
invigilators?
Invigilators may are a person who come to be cooperated with them.
No. Invigilators. Okay, I will not tell you it. You will make your research. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The show is very nice. Once again, one clap. Let's go on speaker 3 to come and conclude what they have said. Thank you.
Thank you for this moment. I am here on proposal side. I agree with that. Africa is still colonized with European country. True is true, never change. The reason why I say that Africa is still colonized by European country is that we take our minerals or raw materials and send in Europe and give us the finished goods without making them ourselves. As conclusion, the speaker too said that in Rwanda or Africa
became president and the minister, they will come and say thank you teachers for this. Okay, this is the time for audience. Are you ready? So I want a question from okay, we can start from the proposers. Yeah, one question.
You have said that about elections. Can you tell me where machines you used to elect your leader, where it come from?
Honorable from the audience. For us, we don't vote with their machines. For us, we vote. We take the papers and you vote the leader you want. We don't use the machines. I don't know where I use machines.
So I agree. You use paper, but all voices in the country, you know, it correct by paper.
Yes, of course. Because my mother is a minister. She said that they collect them and then they count.
Which is her name?
My mother, I can't talk to him because I don't want. She is a minister. She tells me that they count the papers only.
I think if she's a minister, you can be here.
Yes, of course, because for us, we don't want to go on high level.
High level for what?
For what? But you're asking me that I'm here. Yeah, I'm here for studying and passing national exam.
Why you can do
Thank you, audience and the opposers. Dear teachers, no, stop. Dear teachers, lend me your clap for these kids. 1, 2, 3. They are in order. They are good. Okay, I need another question from the opposers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. My name is Teresa Antoinette. My question is, I'm going to ask proposition side. My question is, if Africa is still colonized, who exactly is the colonizer now? Which countries and how?
Thank you. Today, the method of colonization we are using is not like before. Today, the method of colonization we are using is called neo-colonization. Do you know what is neo-colonization? No, neo-colonization is a new method introduced by those Europeans or those colonies for Africans to depend to their colonial masters. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next is what we call reply speech. For proposers and opposers, you are going to show us or to convince us if you have succeeded, if or you are not succeed. For you proposers, you have 3 minutes, and opposers, you have 3 minutes. Let us start for proposers.
Dear audiences, dear chairpersons, dear secretary, and all GS KARWASA members, as you see, this team which we are proposing to them, we asked them many questions, but they didn't ask us. Like, for example, that girl, I think is Clement. We asked her a question, but he don't answer us. Another thing, that is, I think is Nadia. He said about culture. Those culture you have not experienced. We have answered you, but you are still having confusion. Which confusion do you want about that? For us, we say the things, we give you example, evidence, like when we are saying invigilators, we give you like someone who watches TV, who hears news. If I am remembering, even yesterday, we hear the news that Africa have got sanctuation. Is that even an evidence we give you? But you don't remember it. You say that we don't give you evidence. That is evidence we gave you. That is also which can show that we have performed well. Another thing is about what? The time management. Thank you for remembering me. We have used the word time. All of you, I see that you refuse the time. For you used many time. You used much time. For you, some of you used 4 minutes when they said that you will be using 5, 3. Thank you for that. For me, I cannot use too much time. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson, once again for this time you gave me. Dear judges and Chairperson, have you noticed that that girl was wearing that sweater and she didn't tuck in that t-shirt? Please, judge, notice that one elsewhere. And dear judges, remember that Speaker 2 said Kinyarwanda, but he said that ichindi ni ichihe. Please, Speaker 2. Please, Speaker 2. Again, when you come to debate with us, please try to speak English, okay? And dear judges, you can write that one elsewhere. And I can say that on second speaker, he don't know the language English, you don't know. And first speaker, this is not a boy, she is a girl. We say she, we don't say he. Please, judges, notice that one elsewhere. Thank you, Chairperson and President Audience.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dear head teachers, I think you have enjoyed. This is how education today is. This is practiced in excellent schools like École des Sciences, like Lycée de Kigali, but now here we can.
I'm teacher of Space Nova Junior Academy, which is located on Gacaca sector, Musanze district. For all opposite and proposer side, you did it well. I start for proposer side. You try to use languages used effectively. You have confidence and self-reliance. For proposer side, for opposer side, you have very confidence and keep it up. You try to use English well. You show us references for different sides. For first speakers, second speakers, and third speakers, even for proposer side. Now I'm concluder of this debate as show as your result. For result, who is the winner? Who is the winner? Who is the loser? So, as a judge, I'm going to judge this debate. For the winner is opposer side. One class, opposer side they got 80.7 up to 100. For proposer side they get 72.8 over 100. One class, but you know that in all games there are winners and losers. Is that reason? Another side, all proposer and opposer side, you did it well. Thank you so much.